What better way to end the weekend than the NBA on 2K Sports? This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler in the first third of an NBA season, Grant. It sort of sets the foundation for the year's power structure.
Oh, that's so true, B.A. We start to see which teams are elite, who's running the show, and we find out who needs to think about making some changes.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Jonas, and it's Murray Boyles in at the 4 slot. Pass to Dixon. To the wing on the left. Now Curry from outside the arc. The shot that time not on target. Here's Spears. He's covered by Curry. Fires from 14, and the shot's good.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Always good to see the ball go through the net early. You know there's not a lid on that thing.
For 3. That won't go either for Curry. On offense, here's Utah.
Yeah, it was relentless play at both ends of the court in that game. They were able to seize control and maintain it.
That is the way they would like to play every night, but of course each opponent represents different challenges.
Pass to Jonas. Back to Curry. To the paint. The 3. He misses again, now 0 for 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Edgecombe, over to the left wing. Here's Hughes, from the arc. And it's Edgecombe with a 3.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Pass to Murray Boyles, back to Curry. Can they get it? That won't go either for Curry.
That was their 4th straight miss to start this game. Not ideal.
To the inside. In transition. And he dunks it down.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, it took a few trips. Now let's see if that can get them going.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Spears. He's covered by Curry. Pass to Hughes. For 3, Spears. Utah with another miss. Gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Now here's Curry, tightly guarded. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Here's Woolridge. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Spears. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Murray Boyles. Shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. And here's Curry for 3. That won't go either for Curry. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Utah with another miss.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim, that's how you finish in the open floor.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
46 seconds left to play in the first.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. From behind the arc, connects from downtown. Curry's got 8.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Curry with a steal. Here's Yakichonis. From deep. Curry, no good.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Such a wide open look. Edgecombe's got his second bucket of the night.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
And here's Curry for 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Utah ahead. They lead. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Yeah, what stands out to you from Utah in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
And it's Curry in at point. Pass to Gatling, fires for 3. It's rebounded by Franklin. Here's Francis. Here's Barnes. Can't cash it in from close range.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Curry can't cash it in from the high post.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Pass to Barnes. Right wing. Fades and shoots. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Shooting a rough 29% from the field here. The 3 from Curry. Utah grabs the miss.
And they dominated this team last season. Big difference in talent level.
Here's Franklin. Here's Francis. No points yet. Pass to Franklin. This one for 3. Utah with another miss. Got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Here's Francis. And so Mark Dagno will call a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Both teams deciding to change it up. You're looking at the best in free throw shooting last year in the NBA. Pass to Woolridge. Here's Spears. Here's Edgecombe. Fires the 3. Drains the triple. Edgecombe's got 9 points.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Outside Curry. Here's Mason. Now Curry. Jacks up a 3. Woolridge with a rebound.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a three of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
And that one is hammered home.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Curry, that's good. And when we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Fear's shot is off. Gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. On the wing, Curry puts up a three. That won't go either for Curry.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Pass to Fears. Launches a three. They get it again. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Hughes. And the three off target. Shooting only 26% for this game. Not good. Right side Curry. Down low. Here's Mason. Let's go with a three. Curry with another miss.
Yeah, he just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
So both teams making some changes here, and the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Utah ahead, they lead by a bucket. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
I like what they're doing. Playing with physicality, they've worked hard to gain the edge in areas like rebounding.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
You know, right now for Utah, you watch their games. They've had some highs, some lows. Still putting it all together.
Which you could say about most teams around this time of year.
Yeah, not a big insight, big fella.
What?
No, we're just messing with you. We're just messing with you.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. They've got Fears. He's out there with Edgecombe, and it's Hughes in at the small forward position. That's the group from Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Fears to the left wing. Here's Hughes, and the baseline jumper goes down. And Utah leads by 4.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to. And we're playing about as much defense as they did there, not nearly enough.
Pass to Woolridge. Here's Hughes. Here's Fears. Yakichonis grabs the board.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Wildcat substitution.
And it's Mason in at the small forward. Here's Curry, and Curry throws it down.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Doyle. Here's Franklin. Barnes a screen. 5 to shoot. No good on the 3.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
From 11 feet away, over to the wing. Gatling passes to Bass. And here's Curry for 3. Utah grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10.
And if they want to come up with a win here, he either needs to start making shots or find another way to help his team.
Fast break, here we go. Mason with the bucket. Mason's got his first bucket in this one.
Such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing possibly. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
Curry with a steal. Here's Bass. Oh, yikes, not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Here's Edgecombe. He's covered by Curry. Pass to Edgecombe. Launches it. Bass grabs the miss.
He was torching them from deep in the first half, but he has not made one here in the second.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. So both teams changing it up here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Shoots a 3. Oh, he can't hit it. Got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
Utah foul. Edgecombe. Third personal foul. First team foul.
Take it away. Here's Fears. He's covered by Curry. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Shot clock at 6. Oh, he cannot hit. Shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And it's tied up with that one.
In this situation, this is exactly who you want at the line.
Utah shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Here's Fears. He's covered by Curry. And he drives in. Jams it home!
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
For Utah, they've got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal.
Man, the defender really went after him.
First personal foul. First
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he's unable to get the second one. Shooting about 43% since the fourth quarter began. Oh, no good on the layup. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
Big free throws there, extending this to a 2-possession lead.
Yes! Using that window!
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
That's exactly what this team needs right now, completing the N1.
Here's Edgecombe. With the step back. Yes, sir! Hits the jumper.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
What a...
So we see Utah get the win here. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For reporter Ali LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining.